Okay, it's damn New England Patriots mock draft. So let's look at the free agents and get into the draft and let's destroy this, man. Okay, so they did a lot of stuff in free agency. So lost Joe Thuney, pretty big loss for them, but then they probably wouldn't have had enough to afford him anyway to get all the other guys that did. He got $80 million, like it's probably not worth it for them. And then Matt Judon they did get, who's a really good pass rusher. Didn't have as much production last year, but he's still always been a solid player. So you know he's at least going to give you something. They got him for 4 years, 54 million, so they lock him in for quite a while. And then they also get John Smith for a really good fast tight end who can play H back and is like has the speed of a receiver and everything. They got him for 4 million. 4 million, no, that'd be a steal. 4 years, 50 million. That's a really good pickup, I think. And then they just get the second best tight end for it. Well, it could be the first. I like John Smith better, but they get Hunter Henry for 3 years, 37 mil. So another big contract they're handing out to another tight end who's really good. Only a year older than Johnny Smith, also. So they're kind of going back to that old school Patriots way with two amazing tight ends with Gronk and Hernandez before all that stuff happened, Fernandez. But yeah, so they get Henry and Smith and actually have some good weapons. They also got Jalen Mills from the Eagles. He can play corner and safety, so it just gives you a lot of versatility on the field. And it's kind of just an average player, both of those positions, but can still help. And they got Nelson Aguilar, who kind of had a bit of a breakout year for Vegas last year. He is a bit of a risk because he wasn't very good in Philadelphia. So you don't know if it was just Las Vegas that made him look good or yeah, but he has a good like deep threat, so that's kind of what they need. And then they re-signed David Andrews, who is a really good center, so it's probably good they got him back because it's only for 4 million a year, so it's actually a pretty decent deal for a good center, even though it's like the most least valuable position. And then they got Davin Godshaw, who's a really good run defender, and that will really help the interior defensive line stop the run. And then I also like this pickup of Kendrick Bourne, who's still a young receiver. He just seems to be getting better every single year when he just gets more opportunities. And if he does get an opportunity in New England, which he probably will, because he got him for 3 million. Why do I keep saying 3 million? 3 years, 50 million, and yeah, could be productive. Kyle Van Noy going back to New England got cut by Miami. So there's getting somebody who knows the defense and yeah, can just reunite back in the Patriots. Resigns Lawrence Guy, 4 years. He's gonna be 35 when the contract's up, but he's a really good player. So he pretty good player to get back also. Lost Adam Butler, but they basically replaced him with Davin Godchaux. Also got Henry Anderson, who could be a pretty good player at times. Didn't really live up to his standards, but can still be a decent player to come in and do stuff. They also got Ted Karras, who's a center for Miami, and they did that before they re-signed David Andrews. So I was like, oh, are they gonna cut? Well, not cut, but let David Andrews go. But then they re-signed him, so I guess Ted Karras will just be a backup. So yeah. Also got James White back for 1 year. Really good receiving threat out of the backfield, just throwing the ball. Kind of more receiver than a running back, but yeah, still good safety valve. Re-signed Nick Folk, who was really good for them last year. So yeah. They also got Raekwon McMillan, who was good in Miami, then was horrible in Las Vegas. So just kind of get him for a pretty cheap contract to see what he's about. See what he's about, dude. Still got some other dudes, like a lot of dudes. Jason McCourty, he's pretty old, but he can still be a pretty good corner. Rex Burkhead. Demir Bird was alright last year. Still a lot of dudes. Marquise Lee Evans a pretty good receiver if he is healthy, maybe. So if they want to re-sign him. Diversion. How much teams has he been on? Gee. Dietrich Wise is also pretty decent. So still some dudes they can make decisions on. So we'll see. So let's get into the draft, dudes. Okay. Pick 15. I'm just going to see who's on the board. I have like ideas of what I want to do. Like another weapon, maybe. Oh damn, bro! This is an easy pick. Do I even really need to think about this or explain it? But I will just check. No, maybe saying. Micah Parsons, man, just a freak athlete. Really has those character concerns, but is such a good linebacker. And in that Patriot system, he can be really productive alongside Dante Fowler. He can also rush the passer at times, and that would just be a really big addition to that defense. Really getting a really good linebacker, and now they have an amazing defense probably. So that defense next year with Micah Parsons in it, that'd be really good. Okay. Yeah, damn. We'll see who's on. Rondo Moore would be nice in this system. He would actually. Kellen Mond or Davis Mills would also be nice. But Rondo Moore's not going to be on the board for the next pick. And Rondo Moore, he has all the potential to be really good. Just, you're kind of picking for that athleticism, can get you 2 easy yards even. He'll get you positive yards every single play pretty much if you can just get the ball in his hands and he can do stuff with it. And they need more weapons, even though they've done all this stuff. They could still use more receivers even. Like, why not get a receiver like Rondale Moore who can run underneath in the slot and be a really speedy, athletic dude. Help out Cam Newton, who just had nobody last year, even though he wasn't that good anyway, but yeah. So we got another pick coming up, pick 96. You might hate me for this, but I will check. Michael Carter would be nice. But nah, I mean, I'm going to get Kellen Mond actually. I was thinking about Davis Mills, but because Davis Mills definitely has potential, but I think Kellen Mond has been so consistent over 4 years. Kind of hasn't really gotten better or worse, but he probably won't start away because he's probably not like capable to do that straight away, but he can be your starter when Cam Newton's left, and he could be really good. He could be like a sneaky, really good player from this draft class. So we got 2 picks like back to back pretty much. So there's some good interior players actually, like Tyler Shelvin, that'd be nice. Jalen Twyman, probably not. Marvin Wilson, I'm going to go for Marvin Wilson actually. I think he's got that potential with definitely like, last year was bad for everybody at Florida State basically. Might have just been the scheme and the new coach coming in. So he definitely, because he was so amazing the year before and you never know. So yeah. Why is it so hard? Oh my god, what do I pick? Cameron Sample would be nice, but damn. Kind of just went for that D-line. Trey Brown would be nice actually. I think corner might be my pick. Yeah, Trey Brown, man. I actually like Trey Brown. He's a good player, man, from Oklahoma. Could be a bit of a steal. And they could be losing some corners, so, I mean, there wasn't really a lot of good players that I would have liked for them right there, so I think getting that would really help. David Moore. It's all just edge players, but I don't think they really need edge anymore. So actually, I mean, if Patrick Jones, I think, if he's here, I really like Patrick Jones to be in that Patriot system, can stop the run and rush the passer at a pretty consistent rate. and you might as well just build that defense even better. Like, that D-line's going to be pretty nasty. It's not really like there's any better people to take at this point, so yeah. I wonder how much picks the Patriots have. I don't even know. Okay. Pick 188. 188 Mad Dog 6. Sorry, this is Pat McAfee. Oh, we're here. I'm tripping. Should I just go for such a big receiver? Yes, I will. Joshua Watanabe. You're gonna get a big receiver, man. If you're gonna get a big receiver, you get Joshua Watanabe. Chuck the ball up into Cam Newton. They didn't really get size at the receiver position in the offseason. They did get those tight ends, but you get like an actual big player, then yeah. I'm gonna go for running back. Yeah, let's go for Puka Williams. You know, it's not like running back's that strong of a position. I like Damian Harris. James White's more of a receiving player. They got some free agents. So you can just get another good. You could get a third running back. I mean, and the player they drafted didn't really work out. I can't remember who it was. It was a couple years ago. I'll just go for Christian Uphoff if he's here. You just get more depth, good special team player, and yeah, just get yourself some depth. Because, I mean, it's not like they have a lot of needs anymore with what they've done in free agency, really. They kind of address a lot of needs. It's kind of just getting good players, I think, right now. Better. Cannot switch boards or something. Round 7, we got another pick. I actually see. I actually see a pick. Should I just get like another receiver? Nah, it took 2. You could get like another corner. Should I go in player rankings? Why not? William Bradley King would be nice. Just trying to see if there's any like good players further down the board. I haven't got an offensive line in this whole draft, but they kind of have a pretty good O-line now. That's not bad. There's nobody there. Ooh. I'll just go for Tough Borland. He's actually a pretty good player from Ohio State. I was surprised he's still there. Tough Borland's a really good linebacker. Well, I can't really say really good because he's a 7th round pick in this draft. But he's an alright player. So I'll just quickly go over it. What I've done. Micah Parsons' first pick can be your linebacker straight away. Really helps that defense. Such a freak athlete. Rondale Moore, again, freak athlete. Can be a really good slot receiver in the league. You never know. Kind of a bit like hit or miss, but I think they can do that in round 2. It's not like receiver's position that big of a need. And then Kellen Mond, you can get your future starting quarterback maybe if you think he can be that. And he can sit behind Cam Newton, who's definitely not your future because he is a bit old and just doesn't really have it anymore. So yeah, Kellen Mond. Then you get Marvin Wilson. You get another defensive tackle to really build up that defensive line. They lost Adam Butler. You did replace him, but they still use a lot of defensive linemen, so Marvin Wilson can still be a really good player. He has a lot of potential. Then Trey Brown also, he's a really solid cornerback at Oklahoma. Of course, has production, but like got a bit burnt by like some better receivers, but of course you're going to do that. So I'd rather take a risk on somebody who's played a good competition than like another player. And then Patrick Jones, you get another edge defender who can be good at times. He is a bit of a risk, like he's not as good as people thought he was going to be, but yeah, he can still be a pretty good player. Then you get Joshua Mortahebe, you get that big receiving threat they don't really have. You can just throw the ball to him in the red zone, he'll go up and get it with that massive vertical and those long arms. And Puka Williams running back, Christian Uphoff safety, and Tough Borland linebacker. You just get some depth players. Puka Williams could be your future running back maybe, and then just depth players, special teamers. So that's the Patriots draft. Hope you enjoyed, and see ya.